Welcome back, everyone. Lights, camera, action. It's Make Our World Your Runway. You know, this is the weekly show that interviews the most fascinating individuals from the world of modeling, fashion, beauty, business, and even the entertainment industry. And today, we have a phenomenal show planned for you. You are going to be so surprised of all the things that we are going to tell you. And I have a special guest that I know you're going to love. But of course, before we do that, we would like to thank the sponsors that make the show so possible every week. And that is the Global Trade Chamber, 100 Successful Women in Business, Carlos Ibiza Photography, Lux Salon, Queen Beauty Network, Tower Club, Royal Dames, Vita Designs, Casa Calabria, and the Bangladesh American Chamber of Commerce. So sponsors, thank you so much for making this show possible. And as always, I do want to tell our viewers, remember to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel so that you can see all the shows from Make Our World Your Runway and Success Stories. And I highly recommend that our viewers do tune into Success Stories. This show features the most amazing women in the world of business and community service. From humble beginnings to successful entrepreneurs, these women will totally inspire you. And of course, as I tell you every week, get ready for some exciting conferences, speakers, and awards as the 100 Successful Women in Business and the Global Trade Chamber are going to come to a city near you. And today we're going to tell you about two exciting events where the Global Trade Chamber and 100 Successful Women in Business will be at. And one of the other things that we're going to highlight today is the Ambassador Program. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, to help me tell you all about this, I'd like to welcome my wonderful guest, Nancy Zamor from
Mac Healthcare Concierge. Hello, everyone, and thank you, Angela, for having me here as your guest. I am Nancy Zamor, the wonderful owner of Mac Healthcare Concierge, where we create luxury experiences for seniors to help them grow age gracefully and luxuriously at home.
Yeah, and I'm right in that gang now, too.
I'm almost there with you.
I said this morning, I said, luxury seniors. I said, I like when they put these commercials on, okay? Luxury living, starting from 1.2 million. I said, oh, that just put me out of whack. So you're doing a great thing because, yes, I think all seniors out there should enjoy a little bit of luxury.
It's important, right?
It is important, right? You know?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, one of these days, you have to set it up where we'll come in and do a makeover. Myself and Rebecca, because I did that for years.
I love that
okay?
idea.
And working for Lancome, I mean, I still remember, so Rebecca and I will bring the kit over and, you know, queen for a day.
Yes, and that's what we are. That's what we do. That's our motto. We create luxury experiences anyway.
That's right. So this is something we have to do.
We need to talk about that.
Exactly. And speaking of luxury, we are going to tell you about a fabulous event that is coming up on the 12th of March, and that is for International Women's Month, and that's going to be here at the Global Trade Chamber. And for 100 Successful Women in Business, connect, shine, and it is definitely your time to shine. So I think this is going to be a great event.
Definitely. And I want to say happy International Women's Month
That's
to you
right.
and to everyone out there.
That's
Happy
right, to all the
International.
women out there, yes.
To all the women out there, happy International Month. This is for us, ladies. This month is for us. We're celebrating ourselves. We're giving ourselves a pat on the back.
Right? That's right. And if you come to this event on the 12th, that's exactly what you're going to do, okay? You're going to meet other women. It's a chance for everybody to promote their business, connect with someone else, okay? And you never know, you know, there's an old saying, and we used to say this in show business. You could perform in front of 5,000 to 6,000 people, all right? And you would think that, okay, somebody's going to hear me tonight. Perform in a room where you may have 5 to 10 people, and it's that one person that you make that connection with that could set you for life.
That's why it's so important that women should connect and inspire.
Right. Connect,
And
shine, and inspire.
And that's what our event is about, right?
Exactly.
March 12th, it is for you to shine and inspire and pour into not only you, but get a chance to point to someone else.
That's right. Because like I said, you never know. It's that one person in the room that you can connect with. They can inspire you. You can inspire them. You've connected, and now you both shine.
So let's talk about what to expect on March 12th. What are we expecting on March 12th? Because I'm ready to have a good time.
I'm ready to have a good time. I'm ready to have a good time as well. It's going to be amazing. We're hoping to get some celebrities here. That would be a surprise.
Yes.
Okay.
Good food.
Good food.
Have some good food.
Great
Music, decorations, music, and connections, laughing, enjoying yourself, and just come out and take this time for you. Take this time to celebrate you and everyone else. Come have some laughs. We're going to laugh.
Yeah, we're going to laugh. Yeah, definitely come and have laugh. I mean, we might even play a little video of the Three Stooges to make you laugh.
Right.
I saw that the other night and I said, oh my God. You know, I said, okay, finally I found something that was older than me. I was saying, you know, I always bring up the info. When was this particular film done? 1939. I said, oh Jesus, finally something older than me.
You know what I was looking at recently, The Little Rascals.
Oh,
and I couldn't name all the kids' names. I said, oh my goodness. I couldn't name all the little kids. I said, oh, it's been a long time.
Well, let's see. There was Chubby, there was Spanky, there was Alfalfa, there was Darla.
Oh my gosh, Angela, you got all of them?
Stymie, okay, Buckwheat. Well, if you remember, Eddie Murphy did the commercial about I'm buckwheat.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. So this is the thing this is the conversations that we're going to have on Thursday.
Exactly.
Just laughing and enjoying ourselves. And again, it's just a time for women and everyone to get together and just celebrate. It's just a time to celebrate.
Exactly. And not only that, we have another show coming up on May the 14th. That's a nationwide row show. It's going to be in Sunrise, Florida, and it's Women Business Expo. It's a full day of business conferences, networking, and connections designed to help women grow, scale, and lead. So once again, that's another phenomenal event that you want to attend. There's free registration. Now, these shows are always a sellout, as you know.
They're always a sellout, and everyone calls afterwards.
Exactly. So I am going to tell all our viewers, I know it's far out in May, but sign up today. And you can go to event@globaltradechamber.com or call 954-839-8866. Like I said, it's a free event. You can sign up to go. But there's also business expos and vendors. If you want to be a speaker, you have to sign up, because it is high impact networking and nationwide exposure. In fact, there's a lot of women that have come from overseas that have come to this event as well too.
You know, being part of the chamber, you get to meet some incredible and phenomenal
people,
individuals. And that is just one of the major important parts, is you're getting to make so much connections.
That's right.
That is joining this chamber. That's the biggest thing that I could say that I've got out of it, is the connections.
The connections. You know, Al Otero has a saying, if you're not working, if you're not networking, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If you're not networking, you're not working.
If you're not networking, you're not working.
You're not working.
I like that.
That's it.
Yes.
And I made a speech the other night at an event separate from the chamber. And I've got people beating down my door now that want to come on my show. When I said that, if you're not networking, you're not working. And even people there that have been in the financial arena, that have gone around the world, just looked at me and said, oh my God. They said, that's an unbelievable saying. I said, well, it's true. I said, are you here tonight? Are you networking? Well, you're working. You sitting home watching Captain Kangaroo? You're not networking.
You're not working. But I'm going to hold that now. I'm going to use it. That's going to be my line. If you're not networking, you're not working.
And the other one that I got to hear every day in my house, okay, we got this out of New York. Promise what you deliver and deliver what you promise.
Promise what you deliver and deliver what you promise. Okay, so if you want to hear more of these wisdom talks, you have to come on Thursday. And you got to come meet Angela, sit at her table, and you're going to get all these little, what I call, nuggets.
Innuendos, yes. Little innuendos.
Yes, and they're so important. So we have May 14. We talked about March 12th.
March 12th, but we have something that we want to tell all our viewers about.
Yes.
And this is, of course, the show is also introducing myself and Nancy. We are ambassadors to the Global Trade Chamber.
Yes, we are.
And I advise every woman out there to become a global ambassador for your city. You can represent your city, expand your influence. Yes. You can represent your city across 20 plus countries. connect local professionals to global opportunities, gain international media visibility, lead powerful networking events and initiatives, and join an exclusive community of influential women. This is very, very important. I'm going to show you this, okay?
As ambassadors, it is helpful for you, and as ambassadors, we're going to try to help you gain as much confidence in yourself, in your business, as you can, and that way you can also go and be an ambassador yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, if you put it on your resume, even if you're just going for a job, okay, now I've done this in the last couple of weeks, okay, when I have made speeches at a few events and even some things that I've sent out, I said, I'm also an ambassador to the Global Trade Chamber, 100 Successful Women in Business. People look up.
Of course.
Even the fact that I'm the CEO for my own company and people do know me around town is...
But being an ambassador.
But that word ambassador,
Yes.
it's like working for the government. If you're an ambassador to England or to France or wherever they're going to send you, okay, these days, you never know. But it opens doors.
It opens doors.
Right.
It does open a lot of doors. And that's why it is so important for you to join. You can come to the event, but we want to see you become a member as well.
Now, let me tell you, because my wheels are always turning, especially when I go to bed at night. I have a cat that doesn't let me sleep. So if I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking, okay?
Okay. So you're working, that means.
Yes, I'm working. Yeah, the cat makes me network.
Okay.
But here's an idea that I have had, all right? And my dear director, Akshata in India, has been pushing me to do this. The United Nations. They love to work with women. And it's a long, drawn-out application, but if we were to send them an application and say we're ambassadors to the Global Trade Chamber, they would invite us seriously to make a speech at the United Nations.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah, because they're always looking for women around the world that inspire other women, okay? When the last administration was in, Maria, Al, and myself, we got the 100 successful, it wasn't 100 successful, I'm sorry, we got the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, okay? And of course, Maria got it for the 100 successful women in business, and now for the Global Trade Chamber. I was shocked when I got it, you know? I mean, my husband got it because he was Air Force and things that he did, but it was told to me because I inspired women from around the world. Okay? So to become an ambassador,
Yes.
ladies, and even gentlemen,
Yes, even
okay,
gentlemen.
even gentlemen, it's a very important thing. It's very prestigious.
It is. It is a prestigious award to receive.
Exactly.
To say that you are an ambassador.
Right. And you can put that on your resume. If
Yes.
you're going for another job, there's two things that employers look for. Okay, they do look for your experience.
They do.
But there's also what's called a functional resume. They look to see some of the charities you've been involved with and things that you're doing.
Yes.
And if you say, I'm an ambassador for my city or ambassador for this country, guess what? You're going to get the job over somebody else.
I agree with that. I agree with that. So it is very, very important for you to become an ambassador and become our member.
Yeah, that's
We want
right.
you to become a member. We want you to become a member.
Exactly. Become a member, and you can hang out with us and learn all the jokes.
All the jokes and hear Miss Angela, all her nuggets that she gets and she gives. She has so many of them. She has so many of them.
Yeah, we have Max here that, you know, he's been reincarnated as Julius Caesar from the Roman Empire. So you'll meet Max as well, too. You know?
So, Miss Angela, can we tell them, when you say application, for business owners, when women or anyone thinks of application, we think, oh my goodness, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of writing. How long is it going to take us? It's not that much.
Oh, it's not that much, okay? And the thing is, it's also become a global membership, okay? Because right now, this year, they're celebrating 15th anniversary of the Global Trade Chamber. So again, you got local and global connections.
Yep.
Access to exclusive membership application. Promote your business. That's the biggest thing. You get member discounts. In-person and online networking events. Calendar to promote your events. Training from experts. Now, they do have what's called the virtual master classes on Wednesday evening. Yes. Now, a few weeks ago, Al Otero talked about how to get a business loan. And most people would have thought that you need, oh my God, you got to have a 700, 800 credit score. No, there are some banks right now, even with a 450 credit score, that are giving out a business loan. So it's very important to learn from the experts.
And you learn it here.
Right, you learn it here.
learn it
And the marketplace to buy and sell.
Marketplace to buy and sell. That's
Right.
important.
So what you're doing is you're connecting businesses worldwide. Okay. As with the pageant, this is something now that I'm going to sell to my girls and say, you know, if you be, and I have a few of my ladies that did get the 100 Successful Women in Business award. Okay. Alexandria was one of them. Marriott Lobo was the other. So, you know, again, it's great for these ladies because, you know, as when they win the title, they're not only a spokesperson for me, but now they could be a spokesperson for the chamber and really go out there and promote their title.
Exposure.
Exposure, and it would get them sponsorship because now sponsors would say, oh, you're an ambassador to the chamber?
Yes.
When they're a successful woman, okay, where do I write the check?
That gives them exposure. That gives them a chance to be known. You know, that's what is good. And it's a chance for your business to be seen as well. That's why you said networking is so important. And the best place to do networking, again, Global Trade Chamber. You meet many people, you get to talk, you get to inspire, you get to empower. So this is the best place to start. So it would behoove you as an entrepreneur, first starting, first coming, this is the place you would want to start because you have all the resource here and you have the wonderful me and you have the wonderful Miss Angela.
That's correct.
We're here to help you all the time. So this is the best place to start, not just for women, but for men as well.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, men and women. And you can never forget the men because I've done business with a lot of men, all right, and I've been very successful. I've connected with you know, different men from around the world. So, and like I say, you never know where you're going to meet the right connection. You could be on a street corner and meet the right person. I've done that.
Yes,
Okay, I tried an experiment in New York City when I was working for Bergdorf Goodman, and this is true, but it's a funny story. And there were a lot of homeless people, you know, in Central Park, and they were out there begging for money. And of course, Bergdorf Goodman was like the store. Okay, that was the most elite store because you used to have celebrities and very wealthy people used to shop there. So I had a wild idea. I said to one of the girls from the other cosmetic counter, I said, you know what? They can't get money, but we can. She says, uh-oh, what are you coming up with? I said, look, let's put the fur coats on, take a tin cup or take a bag, and just put a sign out and say, well, this is the only thing I have left, my fur coat. She says, nobody's going to give us money. She says, the cops are going to pick us up. I said, no, they won't. We raised so much money that we turned around and gave it to all the people in the park and for the charity.
Look at that.
On a street corner.
Wow. So you see, you never know where you're going to meet someone. You never know. You never know. So why not meet them here? At the Global Trade
At the Global Trade Chamber. I don't say you have to do what I did, put a fur coat and stand out on the street with a cup. I don't say you have to do that. But that's just an idea. You got to try everything.
You have to try everything. You have to try everything. You do. You do. In business, when you're in business, you try everything.
You try everything. And especially in today's world where everything is so competitive. Okay? And it's not like it was 20, 30 years ago. Today you've got AI, you've got the internet. Everything is very, very competitive. So you almost have to be one step ahead.
Yes. Do you have any goals that you want to accomplish for the International Women's Month this month, for you as a woman?
Yeah, win the lottery.
And I second that. I second that.
Win the lottery.
I second that. I like that.
I was in the bank 2 weeks ago, and I said, you know, if I win the lottery, I'd probably be the most charitable person. Some woman next to me gave me her phone number or her email. She said, remember me when you do.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That is it.
But no, I think what I want to really accomplish is that I want to see a lot of women out there really make it. Okay, I think one of the things out there today is that people just don't really listen to one another. Even though this is a competitive world, you have to be a good listener. In order to get ahead, that's something that you have to do. Okay.
People don't listen anymore, though.
No, people don't
I noticed
listen.
that. People don't listen because you're so, as the
Right.
person is talking, you're already thinking 4 or 5 steps ahead of what you're going to do tomorrow, what you're going to do today. So people don't listen. So that's a good thing, to just actually take the time and listen.
And listen, yeah, that's something that you have to do, and that's something that's not going on in the world today. People
Yes.
just don't listen. Look, everybody's going to have a difference of opinion.
Yes.
And I like something that Morgan Freeman said. I was listening to him in an interview over the weekend, and he said, just because we disagree does not mean you're my enemy. And a lot of people take that when they disagree, they have arguments,
Yes.
they think you're an enemy, and that's why who's shooting who's doing this. No, everybody has a difference of opinion. If animals could talk, they'd tell you they'd have a difference of opinion. So one thing I'd like to tell my viewers is remember that. You may disagree, but that doesn't mean that we have to be enemies.
I like that. I think for me, I want to try to be more intentional. I believe that women now, we have so much going on. We wear so many hats, and we've been wearing so many. My mom wore so many hats.
Yep.
I'm wearing so many hats, so it just trickles down and continues. So we have to be more intentional of doing things for us.
Right,
That's
exactly.
what it's intentional of doing things for us. You know how many times I say I'm going to do something for me, I'm going to go here, I'm going to do there, and when the time comes, the phone rings, I forget all about myself. So
Yep,
being
exactly.
intentional this month, and that's what I would like to tell you viewers and the women out here, happy International Month, and be intentional.
Be intentional. And I do that with my business. You know, a lot of people say, Angela, you know, you come up with a lot of ideas, but we don't see you out there as much. I said, no, I stay behind the scenes because it's all about the women that are holding the titles. I said, it's about them. It's not about me.
Yes.
And I have another saying. I always tell people, you could look at me and say, oh, you've got all these accomplishments, and the way I feel is you never do it alone. There's always something or someone behind you that gets you to that next step. And never forget where you came from.
Never forget where you came from.
Never forget where you came from.
And these are the conversations, Angela, that you're going to get on Thursday. Because there's going to be pockets of ladies talking. You're going to get all these different gems when you come on Thursday. You're going to get the food, you're going to get the music, and you're going to get great conversation.
You know, I'm not afraid to tell people that back in the day, when I was growing up, we were still using the clotheslines. And then we're washing clothes, okay, in the sink, okay, with the scrub board. There was no washing machine. There was no dryer, okay? You were hanging clothes on the clothesline. That's the neighborhood we came from. Nobody really had a lot of money. You might want to say that people were pretty poor back in those days, okay? I'm a post-World War II baby, but we worked ourselves out of that. We got ourselves out of the neighborhood. It was a lot of hard work.
And think when you just said that, when the ladies are washing with clothes, all of that was intentional. They were making sure they were doing it. They were making sure that they get these things done because they had a vision, they had a mission, and they were going to accomplish
And that's
that.
why my mother, I believe, lived to 94. She was a tough son of a gun.
Wow.
I mean, she'd still get on the floor at that age and scrub the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Okay? She'd be in the bathroom like this. I said, Ma, you're the only one that uses it. What are you doing? I don't care.
But they
It's got to be
listened.
clean. Exactly. They listened. Okay?
They listened. Back then they listened. We don't listen now. We don't listen. They listen.
Exactly. What do you get 93 years old still driving a car with 20/20 vision? Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. She was and if it wasn't for the war, my mother, you want to talk about somebody that could have inspired? If it wasn't for the war, she was going to go into the Olympics. She was a championship swimmer. She was a championship bowler.
Amazing.
I mean, she was on Wide World of Sports when they interviewed her because she rolled that 600 series. I was like,
Amazing.
amazing. So that is an inspiring story in itself. Okay?
And that's what this month is all about. That's what Thursday, the 12th, March 12th is all about. Inspiring,
Connecting and shine.
and shine. That's what we are all about. That's what we want you to come on Thursday, March 12th, and experience that. We want you to get so much on March 12th that you leave here overwhelmed and overflowing and come back and say, we want to join, we want to join, we want to be around these amazing women. We want to be around these amazing because we are all amazing.
Right, exactly. And every woman out there is amazing. I don't care if you're, and you know, it doesn't matter what your profession is, okay? You're going to get some high-powered women that have been around, but you're going to get other women that, I mean, a woman could be a housewife taking care of her kids, but there's something there that could be inspiring, okay? And sometimes there's things that you can do from your home that you could reach out to people.
Yes.
Like I say, you never know. You could be talking to somebody in a supermarket, okay, and you don't know who that person is, and you tell them about a program you're involved with, and all of a sudden you're making a connection.
Exactly. Angela, on May 14th, where can our viewers register for May 14th, and how could they register for March 12th?
Okay, to register, you can go to event@globaltradechamber.com. Okay, that email, or call 954-839-8866.
Did you remember that off the top of your head?
No, I don't remember it. I'm looking at the flyer.
I said, oh my goodness, because that's it. I'm like, you're good. You know, the other day, my husband, they asked him for his account number, and he was able to give his account and routing off the top of his head.
I do that. That I'm able to do. Yeah.
Oh,
I can do that. I know my husband's social security number by heart.
Yes, that I know. But, of course, we have to know their social security number. That's
yeah.
That's an important number to know. But the account number and the routing number, you know your own account number and routing number off the top of your head.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When they come up with the last 4 digits of my account number, I said, that's it. That's me. Okay. Oh, I use my husband's social security number because if I want to rob a bank, let them go after him. They ain't coming after me.
I like that. I like that. That's a good
Let them go after him. We have the same initials, AJP. I didn't do it. He did it.
I like that. I like that. So definitely, okay, so then they can register on, or they can just call the number down on our flyer.
Yeah, on the flyer, yes.
The flyer, okay. And this is going to be on your social media as well.
It's always on my social media.
Yes.
Of course, every week on my show. Okay, we promote all of this.
Yes.
And
it's on my show, on my not my show. It's on my social media, Mac Healthcare Concierge. So you can always find either of us. You will find all the information that you need.
And anybody that signs up for May 14th, if you want to be on my show ahead of time or come afterwards, or Nancy and I will be there as ambassadors, we can interview you there. I mean, it'll just turn out to be a wonderful opportunity.
Wonderful. And Angela, I have a show coming on as well next month.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. And I am going to be excited because I get to follow you.
Oh, that's good. You get to follow me.
Yes,
okay.
So that's wonderful. That is a wonderful thing. That is wonderful. Yeah. Yes. So, Angela, we have to let them know that May 14th, March 12th are 2 biggest events. 2
big events, yeah. March 12th is coming up next week. You really do not want to miss this event. It's going to be a great way for you to inspire, connect, and shine. And again, you'll be promoting your own business and meeting other women that can help you promote your business. And in turn, you can help them promote what they're doing as well. So that's a great opportunity. And then the Nationwide Roadshow in Sunrise, Women in Business Expo is excellent. So many vendors. And if you want to be a speaker or you want to be a vendor, there's opportunities there for you to do the same thing.
Yes. So I think that is a perfect time for them to come.
That is a perfect time, yeah. So I'm sure we only have maybe about 5 minutes left. We're getting the cue on that. So anything else you want to tell our viewers?
I just want to say again, just celebrate yourself, ladies. Celebrate yourself and do something for you this month.
Right.
Take the opportunity to do something for you this month. They're giving us a whole month. We have 2 months. We have May for Mother's Day.
That's right.
Yes.
I never I thought about that. Yes, that's very true.
And now we have March. So you get 2 months. So enjoy. And again, thank you for watching us.
Yes, thank you so much for watching us. And remember, inspire, connect, and shine. And you know, even if you have a regular job, you can do that every day on your own business, okay, your own time. And there's always ways to help promote what you're doing out there. So definitely, again, March 12th, and then May 14th is going to be in Sunrise.
We look forward to seeing you.
Yes, we do. So once again, I want to thank our viewers for tuning in to Make Our World Your Runway. Again, you know this is the show that interviews the most fascinating individuals every week. And next week, we're going to be back with another powerful guest. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.